Good morning, Jonathan Warren, and I am here this morning talking about the 3 month mortgage break and how it could or may affect you and your lender. Now, there's a couple of key things that I think are really important to say. Now, the first thing I need to say is do not, under any circumstances, just cancel your direct debit. That's not what this is. It's not an exercise whereby if you cancel your direct debit, your bank will go, oh, it's okay. There's this national, worldwide, global crisis going on, and therefore you don't need to pay your mortgage. That's not the case. So with each individual lender, you will need to contact your lender. I'm going to put out another post with as much information as I can about how to contact your lender directly. Depending on who your lender is, I'm working on a list as we speak at the moment. I've got about 15 lenders with their direct dial phone number so that you can actually have this conversation with them. Now, what you need to do is you need to phone up your lender and explain your specific circumstances. So if you are going to be in financial hardship due to the coronavirus pandemic and it's going to affect you or your family or your ability to pay your mortgage over the next 3 months, you will be able to make an arrangement with your mortgage lender so that you can work together to come up with a solution for this. Now, ideally, and my recommendation would be that if you can afford to continue making your mortgage payments, continue to do so. The most important thing here is that you plan to do things as normally as possible. If, however, you're in a position where financially it's going to become more and more difficult to do this, you need to contact your lender directly. It's not a case of contacting me and me contacting your lender. You need to contact your lender directly. It's your conversation to have with the lender, and you will need to make an arrangement with them. Now, it may be that you want to stop your mortgage payments altogether for a short period of time. This may be suitable with your lender. It's going to vary slightly from lender to lender as to exactly how they want to play this game. Some lenders may allow you to stop your mortgage payments entirely so that you've got a small financial break to be able to support your family and effectively buy food and actually live in this period of time. Some lenders will allow you to, for example, only pay the interest element of your mortgage. So the actual capital will be frozen and it would then be added back into the mortgage balance. So in 3 months' time, you may either need to pay an additional 3 months worth of mortgage payments at the end of your mortgage. So it'll be extended by 3 months. That's one option. Or you would possibly make overpayments again in the future to then repay this. Now, the key that you need to understand is the lenders are not actually giving you a break, as in they're saying you do not need to pay this money. At some point, you will need to repay this money. That will be a short break period. Now, as I said, some lenders will allow you to pay no payment. Some lenders will allow you to pay the interest only. And there is also an option to have a discussion with your lender and come to an agreement about a kind of meeting in the middle. So you may say to them, well, actually, I'm still working full time, but my wife is in a position where she can no longer, or husband, whatever the situation is, they're in a position where they're now on reduced hours, or their work base has actually stopped, or they're on statutory sick pay. There may be a number of reasons that they're not earning the same money that they was before, which has had financial impact on your family. And you may come to an agreement with your lender where you may, for example, pay half of your mortgage payment for the next 3 months, which allows you to pay some of the capital off as well as the interest and lessens the impact of actually stopping the payments altogether. So that's effectively how it works. At the moment, it's on all residential mortgages that's been talked about so far. So it's been instigated or pushed out by the government, and that it's for the lenders and the banks to actually have this conversation with you as their client. Yeah, so it's the conversation is between yourself and your bank to actually get the fine details out. And there are a number of ways it can work, as I've already said. So the key information that I'll have around the lenders that I've spoken to already will come out in a following post, which will be with you very shortly. But that's the really important bit to it. At the moment, we're talking about residential mortgages. There is a potential impact on people that are paying rent as well, which is a slightly different scenario. I'm a mortgage advisor, so that's not really my kettle of fish. However, I have got mortgage clients that have got buy-to-let mortgages that are going to be affected. So there may be a different piece that comes up around that. Anyway, speak to you soon. Thank you.